your child's classroom.
Okay, if you are thinking ahead to the weekend and you're telling your husband, your wife, honey, this is the weekend that we've got to tackle this project, maybe you don't have to tackle it. Maybe Jimmy Gravely here can be the one to tackle it for you. He's on the show with us with Keystone Handyman. Good to see you this morning.
It's good to see you as well.
So I feel like you've been peering into my kitchen the last few days, because this is the time of year for me, especially when I'm thinking ahead to the holiday season. You want your house to look great. You're going to be inside a lot more.
Yes.
And my poor husband is hearing me say, Mark, we really ought to think about doing this and this and this. You can do it all.
Yes. I'm personally a licensed general contractor, and so we've got 20 years of experience in general contracting, and then our team at Keystone Handyman, all of our team have experience with different various projects. Our first handyman that we hired, we were careful to make sure that when we brought him on board that he was able to tackle a multiple different variety of projects, and so that we could actually get in and take care of a lot of those small items that need to be taken care of and get that knocked out really quick so that you're not worried about it.
I did want to focus on the fact that you spent all those years as a general contractor, because probably what that means that benefits your clients is that nothing's going to really surprise you. You've kind of seen it all.
Yes, we have really seen the whole home from the ground to the peak of the roof. While Keystone Handyman doesn't really do a lot of that on the roof kind of stuff, we do have partnerships with other people that we can get those things taken care of for you. But there are really no surprises whenever I walk into a home and look at someone's project. It may seem like it's something that's kind of out of hand and something that they can't handle, but it's certainly something that we could.
Are you trying to be kind of a business where you can do small jobs as well as big customized jobs?
So we typically try to focus on the smaller jobs.
Okay.
We're not trying to get into a weeks-long project with the handyman company, hence it being just a handyman company, is to try to tackle those small things that have kind of been nagging you, those things that your husband actually, you have nagged him about a little bit, trying to get him to take care of some things around the house, and just you guys are super busy and don't have the time to take care of those things, and so we want to target those things.
You're part marriage counselor at the same time. So can I tell what you told me before we went on air?
Sure.
He said, I know everybody's busy. He said, I'm busy too. In fact, I call my own service to help me with things. So you use your own product.
I do. I use my own product. My wife and I, we also pastor a church, and so we stay pretty busy with our multiple businesses and our church. So we actually call our own guys and we're like, hey, we need you to come take care of these things around the house. We just don't have time.
Okay, so trustworthiness and kind of the relying on the quotes you're being given and all the things is a big part of our world today.
Yes.
I'm reflective of an awful lot of people where I have a mom who's out of state, and so we try to manage things from a distance, right?
Yes.
If you have that situation here with an aging parent, needs some work done on a house that might be a bit outdated, they can trust in calling you.
Yes, and so all of our guys have background checks, and so that we don't have to worry about the fact that we're bringing people into your home. We don't have to worry about that they have a history or anything like that, because they have background checks to support that they are good people. They're people that have been in the community for quite some time as well. And so we want to make sure that we have trustworthy guys. And then as far as pricing is concerned, we try to give upfront pricing before we ever start any of the projects. Ultimately, once we come out and we see your project and we see what's going on at your house, we want to take the time to give you an estimate. All of that's done right there on site so that you know before we ever turn a screwdriver how much your project's going to cost.
Can I give you some just like examples of would you do this or would you not do this?
Sure.
Okay, suppose you're wanting to change out hardware in your house, like door handles and things like that.
Yes.
Will y'all do that?
Yes.
Not as easy as it seems to do, right?
Correct. It can be difficult, but someone who's done it time and time again could change out, you know, a different, depending on your door lock, could change out a door lock in just a few minutes. And so, you know, it may be a project that would take you 30 or 45 minutes because you don't do it all the time.
Right.
But these guys, they do this all the time, and they could take care of that project in just a few minutes.
Will you do things like replace a toilet?
Yes.
Okay. If you notice decking on your house, it's a little bit loose or something, can you replace some boarding?
Yes.
Okay. This is fun. Can you do like window? You know how sometimes the molding around your window can kind of rot? Can you
Yes.
replace that?
Yes, we can.
Well, what can I ask you where the answer is going to be no?
So can we replace your roof? Keystone Handyman will not be able to replace your roof. They're not
Okay.
going to be able to do a siding job for you. They're not going to be able to do an entire kitchen remodel for you.
Right.
But all of those repair items around the house, Keystone Handyman is going to be able to take care
And
of.
you know what? Those are the things that will nag at you. You can handle not having a big project done, but it's the little things that drive you crazy, but you don't have the time or the skill set to do.
Exactly. And just for instance, the hardware in your kitchen, your hardware may be loose and falling off and a little bit rickety just because you haven't done those repairs in quite some time. And you may be considering an entire kitchen remodel because of your loose hardware, and we come in and we tighten those things up, adjust your doors, freshen your kitchen up a little bit in that manner, and you may decide that you don't really need a kitchen remodel, that you love your kitchen again.
Right. Well, now it's going to be a race to the finish line to see who can get them on their calendar. So it's Keystone Handyman. Jimmy Gravely is his name, but all the guys on the team are there for you to trust. They service the viewing area, 865-299-6906, and then follow them on Facebook at Keystone Handyman. Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you so much, Julie.
The alarms are earlier. The morning's busier. Count on Local 3 today to get you ready in the morning. Overnight breaking news, hour-by-hour forecast, and live traffic conditions. So when you do get out the door, you're ready for the day.
Go from college to career at Chattanooga College MDTC. Classes start August 20th. Train to become a dental assistant, medical assistant, or pharmacy technician with hands-on training from skilled instructors, or earn your bachelor's in healthcare administration 100% online. It's your time to make the move from college to career. Visit ChattanoogaCollege.edu or call now 423-305-7781. That's Chattanooga College, where a small school makes a big difference. Apply now at ChattanoogaCollege.edu.
This year for back to school, Shoe Station and Shoe Carnival are stamping all your favorite brands with our lowest price guarantee. Find a lower price and we'll match it. Plus, earn a $10 reward. New Balance has been stamped. Crocs, stamped. Adidas, stamped. Everything has been stamped. Hundreds of the latest styles stamped with the lowest price guarantee. This is coming off, right? That's how Shoe Station and Shoe Carnival go back to school.
I'm Gary Massey. As someone who grew up on a farm not far from here, I'm proud of my humble roots. It's where I learned to work through the tough times and appreciate what I had. Now at Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, we're helping people through tough times of their own, and we approach every case with the honest values you deserve. If you've been injured, you gotta get a law firm that understands what you're going through. You gotta get Gary. Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, 423-444-8888.
Join us for Golf for Good, Friday, September 12th at Brown Acres. Enjoy a round of golf, lunch, and more, all to help raise funds for Volunteers in Medicine and Project Access. Golf for Good. Register now at vim-chat.org.
By now, the kids are back in school. Hopefully, the school year's off to a fantastic start, and all those things on your to-do list are crossed off. But if you haven't gotten your children's vaccines yet for the year, Dr. Stephen Miller is back on the show with us from the Hamilton County Health Department. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
It's kind of almost an unnecessary thing to say, right? Because you're supposed to have those vaccines before you ever even start to school, or do people
Should
not do
be
it?
as much of a knee reflex as buying new pencils and a backpack.
My kids aren't in school anymore, so I've forgotten. What are the vaccines that you should have?
The main ones to think about is getting your Tdap, that's your tetanus and pertussis, up to date, as well as your measles, mumps, and rubella, and any kind of hepatitis that needs to be caught up as well, that should have already been caught up by now, needs to be done as well.
Those are done typically in a series, right? All three of those?
Yes, and whenever you get them done, they should give you a little card and tell you when to come back for the rest of them. But even if you're running late, even if you're years late, we can work with you to help your child catch up on those needed vaccines.
When you go to your own pediatrician, does the health department end up getting a copy of those records?
Fortunately, there's a national database, so it's nice if you bring your own pediatrician's card, but you can also look look up that data. And that's good because any of the shots we give will also be visible to your pediatrician's office.
Because that way, if you've also recently relocated here, perhaps you moved from, Missouri or
Just
something.
a matter of downloading the records from the Missouri database. So that is wonderful.
With the ones that you've mentioned, I mean, those are traditionally, I think, pretty standard things. Do most people get them? Is it a majority of
They do.
kids
A
get
lot of times it's just busy parents timing it right. Everyone has some place to be, and unfortunately, school starting creeps up on everyone.
Yeah.
And then they realize they've got to rush it and come over to our place and get them called up. And that's fine. We're ready for that.
I do remember my girls are 6 years apart, 6.5 years apart, and I do remember kind of the recommendations changing, my older daughter to my younger daughter.
Sure.
And it seems like by the time the younger one was going through, they were kind of adding more doses in, like MMR for a while became MMR something.
A lot of times we're able to bundle those vaccines together so the child isn't getting as many shots. So they may be only getting 2 shots that day, but they're getting maybe 4 to 5 vaccines in one shot.
So
We're trying to make the children not feel like a pincushion.
Well, yeah, I remember saying, will you please just go ahead and give her a shot in either leg at the same time so I didn't have to deal with it.
Sure.
If you do have a child, though, who seems to be a little bit sensitive, because sometimes there's a small reaction, right?
That's not abnormal. That's true. I get a call usually once a week of some parent that has some questions about perhaps a rash they noticed when they were giving the child a shower, or maybe a little bit of itching or irritation, and we coach them through that, usually over-the-counter remedies. Sometimes a low-grade fever is not abnormal as well, but usually that goes away within the next 24 hours. That's just your body starting to build up its immune system to that.
Okay, if you are, though, that parent who maybe doesn't want your child to be getting as many vaccines at once, can you break it up? Like the MMR that now includes the 4th thing.
We will always work with parents. We have different doses and different manufacturers to be able to work with the parent on the dosing of that. We completely understand that, and we can work around any busy parent's schedule or their emotional needs when it comes to their child.
I think that's worth pointing out. Also, that your locations are locations plural, right? Not
That's
just
right.
the one
That's
downtown.
right. We not only have our downtown, our 3rd Street, but we also have our Oodlebaugh branch. We have our Birchwood branch, and then we also have instituted our mobile unit that might be coming soon to a location near you.
I was at a local drugstore yesterday and saw the signs up saying flu vaccines are here.
It is. It's time to start thinking about that as well. We'll be doing our Fight Flu event coming up in October. We're very excited about that. We hope to beat our numbers by double from last year.
How many people typically get it around here, percentage-wise? How many people choose to get the flu vaccine? The majority?
Usually it could vary from year to year, but we like to at least, our preference would be 90%, but we're happy if we can get that 70 or 80% in this area.
And most people do it?
Most people do it.
Okay.
No one wants the flu,
If people,
especially our older population.
Yeah. If people need to go ahead and get those vaccines in for their kids and they have their own pediatrician,
Sure.
just contact them?
Sure. So, and remember as well, some private offices don't carry those vaccines, and they'll direct you to us as well. So be sure to know that information before you make that appointment, so you don't go there with the expectations and you have just a day or two before school starts.
I think it's also really important that you pointed out that you work with the parent
We work with the
to do
parent.
what's best for the child. That's great to hear. Here's where you can always learn more, because this is just one of the many things that they do at the Hamilton County Health Department. Every part of your life, pretty much. Maybe not your finances, but other than that, they touch it.
We stop there.
Health.hamiltontn.org is the website. Great to see you, Dr. Miller.
Great to see you.
Come be a part of our family tree at Martin Boyd Christian Home, a nonprofit assisted living community. A family makes a house a home, and we value your family like our own. With all-inclusive rates and an experienced care team, you'll feel right at home. Call today to schedule a tour.
There is a firm, a place where dedication meets determination, where we go beyond the office to fight for you. There is a firm where every phone call is answered.
Thank you for calling Whittemore Keith.
Where justice isn't just a word, it's our mission. There is a firm that stands by you.
Whittemore Keith. It's more to us. It's personal.
For over 30 years, I've relied on the team at Frontrunner Athletics to provide my patients with perfect footwear to get them back on their feet.
It's relationships like these that have made Front Runner the most doctor-recommended shoe store in Chattanooga for over 30 years. Our expert staff will listen to your concerns and take you through our signature fitting process to get your feet feeling great.
Don't let foot pain take the joy out of life. Come to Front Runner today and experience the difference the right shoes can make.
At FMO, we don't do seasonal blowout sales. We keep prices low all the time on the pieces you actually want and need. Like this 12-foot modular washable sectional for only $14.99. Accent pieces that don't feel like an afterthought, and bedroom furniture that won't wreck your budget. Don't see what you need in store? We'll help you customize it. Easy. Or browse our website for thousands of items. FMO has been my family's business for 30 years. We sell high-quality furniture at low prices with no pressure. See you soon.
Come be a part of our family tree at Martin Boyd Christian Home, a nonprofit assisted living community. A family makes a house a home, and we value your family like our own. With all-inclusive rates and an experienced care team, you'll feel right at home. Call today to schedule a tour.
If we asked you this morning as you watch the show, do you have an estate? How many of you would say yes? Jay and Brittany Hagee say probably all of you should say yes. They are here with Alon Planning Partners. I like that. That's an optimistic statement. We all should say yes, we have an estate.
That's exactly right. And so we talk a lot about when we connect with everyone, but here, especially on this show, is we do 5 components of financial planning. And one of those big 5 is estate planning. And so I want to demystify it a little bit, because a lot of folks come in and they think, well, I don't have $10 million. I don't have an estate. That's not true. Anything of value that you have to pass on, and that you want to pass on not only the wealth, but your values with that wealth, you should have a good estate plan, right? Not only for when you're no longer here, but actually while you're still alive too, and that's what we want to kind of chat about.
Let me give you an example, because when you were talking, my thought immediately went to like land. If you want to pass land on to your kids, but you need to maybe have an infrastructure in place to support holding on to that land.
And that's a perfect example of how estate planning is so interconnected with your actual financial plan. Because what you choose to do with your estate planning, not just documents, but how you're passing things on, it impacts dollars that you give to whoever you're passing on to, obviously, but it also impacts in ways like taxes. How can I pass this on in a tax efficient way, or how can I gift this in the best way when it comes to taxes? So we really just want to raise some awareness around the interconnectedness between the estate planning and the financial component. And a couple examples of that.
Yeah, we got an example.
Yeah, I think one really good one when we're talking about passing on, we had a gentleman come to our office who had done an exceptional job saving and preparing for retirement. He had $7-8 million saved up, and it was all in IRAs, so 401k type funds. And he had just said, my plan is just to pass this on to my kids when I pass away, and they'll inherit all of that $7-8 million tax free. And we're like, well, actually, that's not how it goes. So it's really ensuring that you have a tax efficient strategy to pass that on to
that you don't create an unnecessary tax burden in trying to get funds. What you create as a blessing, you don't want to become a burden eventually for kids.
Or what you think you are giving that will be maintainable,
you're
can't
not
be
able to
because
give.
you need to have like a separate fund for them to draw for the taxes.
Yeah, or because
or
how you
whatever.
think you're passing on $8 million, but really you're passing on $3.5 because the taxes are insane.
No, we're not estate planning attorneys, and we don't draw up these documents, but we quarterback the plans for folks, and so we want to make sure you have what you need. And some of those basic documents are trusts or wills, and you need to know the difference between those, and we need to talk through that. Power of attorney documents, which are a big deal for even while you're alive, because if I have a 401k or an IRA, Brittany may be my beneficiary, but that doesn't mean that she has access to my accounts while I'm living. So if I'm in a coma or I need assistance with my funds, just because she is the beneficiary of my accounts doesn't mean she can get in and access those funds for my health care or my needs that I may have. She actually has to have what's called a power of attorney document for that. So power of attorney for health care and financial, and then also health care directives. So there are basic things that everyone needs in place, and that's why everyone needs an estate plan.
So I've had this thing at my house where I've been trying to go room by room and just focus, because I get overwhelmed if I have too much to clean, right? So last weekend it was the kitchen. So is it almost a good idea to say, you know what, I'm going to take a day off from work, or I'm going to take this weekend to gather my things and then dedicate time to just come and see you, and that way their brains are uncluttered?
That's a great way to do it. And really, we, again, as I mentioned before, we do have a process we walk folks through. So it's not this overwhelming everything at once, right?
We have your checklist.
It's this gradual step-by-step process that we'll walk you through to help you really understand what you should be focusing on and to narrow down your list of worries and your to-dos, right?
But if there's one thing I want to say before we have to take off is everyone needs an estate plan. So it's not just if you have millions of dollars.
Right.
If you have anything valuable that you want to make sure gets passed on well, please make an estate plan a part of your financial plan. And if you don't have that, please come see us. We'd love to help you with that.
Well, here's where you will find them. It's Alon Planning Partners. The website is simply alonplanning.com. They're right there on East Brainerd Road. 315-1441 is their phone number. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
At Choice Hotels like this Quality Inn, you get more for your money so you can maximize any vacation and get more of that family time. Can I see that? Maximized. Say twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct.
Oh, yeah. You're looking at one of the newest reasons to love Red Lobster. New seafood boils, turning Crab Fest into a crab feast. That's the look of real happiness. Served daily only at Red Lobster.
After a car crash, how bad of an idea is it to go it alone against the insurance company? It's like smoking at the gas pump bag. It's like messing with a mama bear bag. It's like jumping out of a plane without a parachute bag. But here's a good idea. If you've been hurt in a car crash, call Gary Massey Injury Lawyers. We know a thing or two about the insurance company, and we'll be with you every step of the way. You gotta get Gary. Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, 423-444-8888.
Online security is, like, as a mom, one of the very highest priorities. There's so many things that we have to watch out for. With Spectrum, I don't have to worry about it. I know when my kids are on their devices, they are protected because I'm not always sitting right next to them. The reliability, the connectivity, the security, everything is kind of all in one. That absolutely makes it worth it to me.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Chelsea Handler is back on J-Hood.
What you consider a red flag? Adult braces. At a certain point, just stick with what you've got.
Plus, CNN's hero of 2024.
I can't believe it.
Sponsored locally by TBFCU.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm still thinking about that beautiful china from Good Kinsman. Get yours while you can. Tomorrow on the show, it's Friday. That means for us, always a visit with the Chattanooga Market. Melissa Lale is going to be on the show with us. Ed Jones with Nutrition World also going to be heading our way. The folks at Anakisa are coming down from Knoxville Way to us to talk about what's happening up on their pretty spot in East Tennessee this fall. And we're happy to have Dwayne Madden from Pimp House here as well. Have a great rest of your Thursday afternoon. We'll see you in the morning.
Anyone can say they can fix it, but only 58 Foundations and Waterproofing guarantees it with the industry's only money-back guarantee.